Charles Jr. Wait, let me fix your head. The little baby. Look at her. Wisdom, you better not start crying.
You look like he about to start crying?
Yeah, he's crying his face up.
Because he don't know you yet.
Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? Push back.
I did.
Oh. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
I got sugar all on my hands.
He's asleep.
That's me.
Wake him up.
Let me hold.
Are you going to introduce her?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want?
Yeah, you know this about to be my first time holding him.
I'm afraid to get them together.
Oh, they got the
I
pacifier.
don't know what he doing.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to give it to her. I don't want me.
Look, you ain't got to worry about me dropping no babies around here.
Well, put that down first. Then hold his head.
Yeah, there we go.
Hold his head. Hold his head. With his little head looking like his daddy. Looking like his daddy.
I don't even think y'all can see him. Let me see.
I can see him.
Let me move up to the camera. Baby, she got him bundled up. What's that? Everybody. He's like, what's going on, Lee? Why are these lights so bright? This my new nephew, Chaz. Chaz Jeremiah Smith.
Chaz the man.
Look at him. He's like, what's going on? Here we go. I got you. I got you. Ooh, his hat done fell off.
With all that hair.
Yes. So this is my new nephew. He was born last Tuesday, the 3rd, I believe. What's today?
Today is the
8th.
8th.
So that was a Wednesday.
It's alright. It's alright, little man. Here, who's it? It's alright, little man. Gotta put your hat back on. There you go.
Look, I ain't trying to get used to holding no babies. You alright? Oh.
Pacifier.
Yeah.
I know.
See, because I'm good with babies.
You don't want that?
What's that? There we go. Yeah. So it has been so much joy in this house since the baby has come home on Saturday. Now they gonna call him Chase. I'm gonna call him Chaz.
Well, you said Chaz like that was his name.
What? Did I say Chaz the first time?
Yeah.
Oh,
because that was his name.
Yeah,
I repeated you.
His name is Chase. I'm sorry. See, I already got it in my head that his name is Chaz. His name is Chase Jeremiah Smith, and he was born last Wednesday, so he's almost a week old. You know, I'm really happy to be a great uncle, but I don't want to call myself a great uncle. I'm going to be a grand uncle. I am a grand uncle for the second time. I'm happy. Look at him. He's quiet. He's sleeping. OMG.
So I guess I'm a grand aunt. A great aunt.
Hey.
I'm a great aunt.
Look at him. He chilling.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Scorpion Show, you guys. It's a new week. This is the second week of the new year.
Let's start fighting.
Shakina.
Hello.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, come get your son. Hold his head.
I do. I got him. All right. That's the most important thing.
Because he's in here trying to fight.
Come get him.
Get up and go get him.
Look at her. Yeah, don't let her get on camera looking like that. You got her?
I got you, little man. I got you, little man. See, you always tell me. I got you.
Ooh, it got hot in here so fast.
Yes. That's why he's sweating.
Yes, so that's my new nephew. His name is Chase Jeremiah Smith. His middle name comes from my nephew Jeremiah, who passed away back in 2007. So he has, the namesake of Jeremiah, and his name is Chase. I asked how they come up with the name. Shakina said she came up with the name. I said, okay, yeah, his name's definitely Chase. Chaz. And I'm excited because in the beginning, it was kind of crazy. You know how people be like, I don't know, all that. But as soon as the baby comes, it's like, bitch, let me see the baby. Everybody want to hold them. everybody want to love on him. My mom was trying to get him on Saturday morning. She told me I give it to Sunday morning. She's like, give him the baby to me. He could come in my room, all this and that.
Right.
Because he was crying like around 6 o'clock in the morning and stuff.
She just wanted to be a great grandmother all over again.
Yeah, you know, she was all crying and stuff.
Oh, your mom?
Yeah, when she seen the baby on FaceTime, she was crying and everything. Then she was crying when the baby came home on Saturday. And I asked Shakina how was her grandmother. Her grandmother was doing the same thing, crying and
It's a baby.
yeah. And the funny thing is, Shakina's uncle is my friend Keenan. So it's like now we got a baby within our friendship on both sides. And we both great uncles to the baby, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm happy he's here. And I want to be the uncle that spoil you, and I want to be the uncle that makes sure everything is right. You know
don't do it with your other nieces.
I know, because I gotta work with parents that's gonna let me. You know. I know, right. I know.
He's just talking right now.
Yeah, but I'm so excited. I'm just so excited.
You know as well as I do.
Yes. I'll be like, Shakina be like, I'm be like, no, this is what we want to do. Oh, don't worry about it. Look, do you? Y'all been doing y'all for.
Because the son will tell you, just like his mother.
Yeah.
You don't have no kids.
Yeah. So they ain't got to worry about me. Once I hear that,
Take him back.
yeah. You remember that time somebody tried to do that? Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because that's not right. I don't want children. But I'd be like, if I don't have one by 35, which is in a year and a half, I ain't having no children. Well, but then I want to have a legacy too. I don't know. We'll see.
You do have a legacy, this show.
I do. But
I hear it long after you're gone.
Yeah, but I want children too. Like, I be seeing all of these.
Well, you need to donate your sperm.
Ooh. For $10.
That's how much they give you?
It's like, I don't know. I remember when Adrian was like, for 10. Never mind.
Oh.
It's starting to get warm. I mean,
no, I like the
chili
though.
in here. Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
First of all, if I donate my sperm, if I was to ever donate my sperm, I don't want to donate my sperm and then not have anything to do with the child. I would want to have something to do with the child.
That's right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
just donate now.
Just donate and go about your business now. Don't do that.
And then my mom really would be happy because then she's like, oh, he has the baby. Oh my God. Oh, she would pass the hell out if I had a baby.
She'd be happy.
Because, you know, she don't like being only one child having children. She don't like that fact at all. She's like, y'all better get out here and do something.
Well, I mean, that one child that has the kids got like 7.
Yeah, okay, and they grew up with me, and my sister ended up helping to raise them.
Nobody else having no kids up there.
And after that point, they was like,
Sam's not having none.
Bitch.
Because he, child. Gigi's not having none because her kids is Madison and Tibby. That's who she takes care of.
Yes.
And Gigi is me. Come and get them, take them out, take them on vacation with you, and then send them back home to their mother.
That's right.
That's me. So when my sister has kids, then that'll be, you know, send them back
I ain't
home.
gonna be dealing with a whole bunch of.
Yeah,
You know
and you,
I'm surprised
you definitely ain't having no kids.
No, but I would be an excellent parent. I know it. But yeah, so
You be excellent asshole.
So I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I want to give a shout out to 3 new sponsors to the Scorpion Show: Keisha Pittman, Tamara Michella, and Sky Bound. Thank you, ladies, so much for sponsoring our channel. And if you are watching our channel and you are not a subscriber or a sponsor, you can do both of those today. And to become a sponsor to the Scorpion Show, it's $4.99 a month. And you get perks, and you'll get an exclusive live stream with Kevin and McCall. And y'all never know what's going to happen on a live stream. I didn't know we were going to be on there for 4 hours that day. That was a long time.
But it was
fun. Yeah, that was fun. And that was with everybody. But, you know, it goes down with the T when we do them private live streams. And also, yeah, let's get into this video. Because I wrote down a bunch of topics. I don't know if we're going to get to all of them, but I want to get to most of them.
Let's get to the important ones.
Yeah, so last night was the 75th Golden Globes. And I found myself going in and out of the show. Like, I'm up 1 minute, sleep the next. But one thing I noticed is that all of the, mostly all the females in attendance were black and men naturally wear black suits anyway. And this was women standing up to sexual harassments and women who may have been raped and things like that. So it was a strong support within the women within the Hollywood community. And it wasn't even just the fact that it was sexual harassment, because Deborah Messing and it was another bitch. I wouldn't know what to say somebody got me together like that on my channel, on my own channel.
There was nothing that the lady could do.
No.
She just had to stand there and listen to her say it.
Yeah. And
but that's how you do it.
Yeah. And I mean, she wasn't even ready. Like she threw that in there. Yes.
And she was so articulate with it. And was go ahead, you tell it. But you got it.
So Deborah Messing, they was talking about, you know, Will and Grace or whatever. I'm assuming they were talking about the return of Will and Grace. And then
she was being interviewed by
Juliana Rancic. I haven't really seen her on E in a while.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was her. I didn't even realize that was her.
Yeah, I stopped watching E a long time ago. Like, I know, but if it's like a red carpet, I'll turn it on. But and sometimes Total Divas. But other than that, it's not a channel I watch. Not even for news. But she threw in there like, yeah, and I'm going to miss Cat somebody, whoever was working at E News, and the lady quit E News because she found out that her co-host was making double times her salary.
Male co-host.
Yeah, male co-host. And you know that women have been fighting for equal pay for since the beginning of time when it comes to getting paid.
And before we finish this topic, because I want to touch on Hoda Kotb too. I'm gonna go back to that because I was thinking about something the other day while I was at home, but this all plays into that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, you know, she just doing it like, you know, and we want to also fight for equal pay for women, and you know, I found it disturbing that E News, you know, did what they did to her, and Juliana Rancic, she tried to just say, you know, thank you and stuff like that. But on both sides, they kept it cute, and they kept it moving. And then, you know, that's what I do know happened. And then another lady did it too. I can't remember who it was. But women, something that I noticed is that women now, they are all standing in solidarity. Whether you black, white, Latino, Asian, everybody is together and they are all on one accord. And I love seeing it. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah.
Now, what you were about to say about
Hoda Kotb.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, because remember we had spoke about the Hoda Kotb situation, where we were discussing how she is replacing Matt Lauer on the Today Show, and I know they talked about it on The View. I watched it when they talked about it on The View, and they were just discussing on how, you know, she's going Hoda Kotb and taking Matt Lauer's seat at the Today Show. She's going to be making $18 million less than what he was making. And a lot of people were, you know, talking about if they thought that that was fair and how women don't make enough money. And but I was thinking to myself, I remember it was either you or I saw it on The View where they were saying how Hoda Kotb has been a part of the whole NBC family for a very long time. But I was thinking to myself, I don't know anybody who really comes into... Now, I could be wrong, but I don't know anybody who really comes into that new position and starts off making the same amount as somebody like Matt Lauer. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like almost as if
I've been on the same page on that note.
Yeah, because it's almost as if I've been at my job for 5 years and my boss hires somebody and they come right in making the same amount as me. It's like that doesn't quite make sense. Yeah. But I can see where people were upset about females in general not making the same amount as men. I get it. I totally get that, and I agree with that. But the whole situation with Hoda and Matt, I feel like I would have never expected Hoda Kotb to just jump into the anchor seat and make the same amount as Matt Lauer. Mind you, Matt Lauer had been doing that for over 20 years. So him making what he was making at that time, and I don't really know how much he was making at the time that he left, but him making
$25 million a year.
Well, then him making $25 million a year, he had to work to get to that $25 million a year in over 20 years that he was
in that chair.
It's not like he just jumped into $25 million. He had to work. So I would imagine that Hoda Kotb would have to work as well to get to that position too. But I also agree with people that when you have men and women on the same level, I don't think women should be making far less than men, because that's just...
That's not right. I don't. And I was.
If you have a position in any company, now let's exclude journalism, because I know that when you bring ratings, you get paid different amount of money. But when it comes to like jobs and stuff, men and women should be getting paid the same, not women making 79 cents less on the dollar that a man makes, or even it could be even more less, because we found out that he was getting paid double times that lady's salary on E! News. Could be even worse. I think it should be a set salary for everybody. And if other countries can do it,
right,
and if we call ourselves the greatest country in the world,
right,
why can't we have equal pay for women that's doing the jobs? And sometimes women do the job even better than what a man does it. Yeah. And the man is getting paid far more than what the woman is getting paid.
Right, right.
Now that's just not equal, and that's not fair.
It's not fair, right.
Now, and that doesn't matter what color you are. It's just that a man always going to make more. I don't know if they do it because he's the provider for the family, but if a woman can do his job, they both should be paid on the equal level playing field. Right. When it comes to getting the money. Now, when it comes to TV, your name brings you a whole lot, because I know that what's her name, Megyn Kelly, she left Fox News for $20 million to go to NBC because her name rung a whole lot of fucking bells. But now it's like she's having a hard time with the viewers, because a lot of people see her as, oh, she's Fox News. Right. And some of the stories and some of the things that she defended on her show. So she's having a tough time with Megyn Kelly today. She had a tough time with the Sunday night with Megyn Kelly. So now NBC is probably like, but damn, what the fuck do we do? Because they're not making their money back, and they're damn sure not doubling the ratings of what they had when Tamron Hall and Al Roker and them was in that 9 o'clock spot. It's just been like a train wreck, because she's not relatable. She's not a relatable person. And I tried to watch it, but it's just not for me, because I'm sensing like a fakeness. Now, if Hoda Kotb can hold on to an audience and bring more people to the NBC Today show whenever it's time for a new contract, she can say, this is what I'm bringing to the table, and this is what I want, and maybe they can negotiate. And even Savannah Guthrie, like, they both getting paid the same amount of money. But, you know, I just hope that more people start fighting in the fight together on getting equal pay, equal salary. And even in the movie industry, it's tough, because you know who I think about now? I think about Monique. Because when Monique was saying stuff, we were upset with her. I think I was more upset about her delivery and not why she's fighting. It was more so her delivery. And she's one of those strong-minded people, like, F that, I'm going to say what I want to say, I don't care. But she's one of the forgotten people in this struggle right now. She's been fighting these companies for years, ever since she won that Oscar. But she's been labeled as difficult and all this and that. And I don't see nobody calling her name.
And you know what's so funny too, because you always say this, and it's true. Monique definitely has been fighting this struggle ever since she won that Oscar. It is so true. But you always say this. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And because of her delivery and the way that she... First of all, those of you that have jobs, you know this as well. On the workplace, me and you on the workplace can get into an argument and a disagreement. You can do me wrong, and you can be 110% wrong. But the minute I curse you out or even put my hands on you, what you did to me is null and void. You see what I'm saying? Especially if what you did to me was verbal. What you did to me after I put my hands on you is now null and void, and I'm the one that's going to get fired. Because now they're going to look at me and say, you went about it the wrong way. You should have never, even though Kevin was wrong in what he said to you, you, by reacting the way you did, was the wrong way of doing it. And it's not that we don't agree with you that Kevin did you wrong, it's just that you then turned around and you went a step further by putting your hands. And I feel like that's the situation with Monique. It's not that people didn't agree with her, it's that the way she did it. When she called out people like Lee Daniels and Oprah Winfrey, and you're thinking like, why on earth would you ever? And then when she said, I think she said that Lee Daniels or Tyler Perry, one of them could suck her dick like Oprah can suck. It's like
all three.
All three of them. It's like, wait. We were with you until you took that route. And it's like, come on, we can't even, like, how can you, I mean, we all know that Oprah is one of those forgiving people, but it's like, that takes, I feel like if Oprah ever decided to want to meet up with Monique, Monique would really have to eat a lot of humble pie. Because it's like, nobody was saying that what you were saying was wrong. It was more so how you were going about doing it. And I think that's what got Monique trapped, is that she wanted to be the big bad wolf. Well, fuck everybody and fuck how everybody else is doing it. I'm going to say how I feel because I'm this person and this is the type of person I am, and take it or leave it. That's her attitude. But it's like, now look where that attitude has gotten you. See, Monique had the same message that Oprah had last night. But look how Oprah is being talked about all over the news this morning, and ain't nobody talking about Monique.
Yeah. Oprah's speech last night for the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and then she's the first African-American woman to win that award. That was a powerful 8-minute and something speech. I don't care what Reese Witherspoon said before. All I know is when Oprah got on that stage.
And I have to watch the whole speech because I saw half of it, but...
Oh, you got to watch the whole thing. I can only imagine what it was like being in that room with Oprah and her giving that speech. And she wasn't even finished her speech. And people, oh, don't do that. She was standing there. She wasn't even finished. And people were on their feet just from her talking and speaking. The gospel. It was amazing. And yeah, like after she spoke, you started seeing all of these tweets. Oprah 2020, Oprah 2020. Oprah's running for president. Because of her speech, she foreshadowed that a change is coming and all this and that. I don't think that Oprah's going to run. I don't know.
No, I don't think she is.
You know, I just feel like we need to be focused on 2018, these midterms in November.
Right.
Before we can start talking about Oprah. Let's wait till November, after Election Day, the Wednesday after.
To talk about Oprah 20.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I feel like she's not going to run, because I think that Oprah already has a platform that fits her.
Excuse me.
Her platform that fits her. She's able to do so much in the space that she's in now that I feel like her becoming president, you know, it's going to stop her from doing a lot of things.
And her businesses like they're doing Trump.
Yeah, like they're doing Trump. Stop, because now he's president, so certain things that he can't do, and I think it's going to hinder her. And I think a lot of people are not really thinking about that. And the type of person that Oprah is, I think if Oprah really had to really think, I think, me personally, I feel like now, she would probably say, I would rather stick to what I'm doing now, because this way I have more leeway and I have more leverage of donating my money to this charity and that charity, and then not having to worry about being told by the government, no, you can't, because then it's going to look this way, or it's going to, or you got to stop. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's not something. I don't think Oprah wants to be in that small box of being the president, because we all know that Oprah has this huge platform. And while yes, her running for president would, you know, wake up a lot of people the way Obama did in 2008. And of course she would definitely get the votes. But I think that once she became president, it would be like, wow, this is not the same Oprah. Because then, you know, she can't do those interviews that she does. She can't, you know, she can't do what she's doing now. We can't get Super Soul Sunday from her. We can't get, you know, we can't get those things. So it's like, I don't think she would ever do that. But it's a good thought. I just think that, like Kevin said, we need to stick to 2018, the midterms, and then wait until after that to then start talking about things like that. But
yeah. And something else we said, like, even if she don't run, she definitely can use her influence.
yes, like the way she did in 08.
Yeah. So, you know, the only thing that just scares me, and if you're a white woman, please don't be upset, but white women are scaring me when it comes to these elections, because it's like you see all of this trash come through, and y'all sitting there electing them, and over 50% of white women that are voting.
Isn't it something?
Yeah, sometimes it's even 55%.
That's why we need the black vote. Well, the black female are already doing their damn thing, but we need more black men to get out there and vote.
Yep.
We need, the way the black women vote, female vote turned out in Alabama a few weeks ago with Roy Moore, that was amazing.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's like, we got to get more black men to get on board and vote.
Yeah.
Because the black women are really kicking our asses right now when it comes to showing up and showing out at the polls. They just are.
Yeah. And speaking of black men, there was a post today by rapper Nipsey Hussle. I don't really know all the stuff that he do and stuff like that, but he put up a post on
Isn't
his
he
Instagram.
Lauren London's baby father or boyfriend
Listen.
or old boyfriend?
I don't know. All I kept saying, people kept saying he was a
Him
creep.
and Lauren London were together, and I think they have a child together. I could be wrong about the child part, but they definitely were together.
And he posted a picture with all of these black men. It's a beautiful picture. But then he said, demonstration speaks louder than conversation. They're going to feed us every image of men and boys. Wait, they're going to feed us every image of our men and boys but this one. No hyper-violent, no homosexuals, no abandoners, just strong black men and young men. Respect to my big homie, whoever, Big U1, for leading with love and intelligence. God is with us. God is with us. Who can go against us? Now, you don't see a lot of images of positive black men on the news or being even discussed. Now, my thing is, why did you have to include homosexuals in this post? Because you can have positive images of black men who happen to be homosexual, who are strong black men, who also happen to be homosexual. Sexuality is not all that a person is, even though a lot of people, that's the first thing they see. Child of God first, son and daughter, brother, sister, and the list goes on and on. Sexuality is just a part of who a person is. And there has been gay black men that have been fighting the struggle with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all of them back in those times.
They are arrested.
So does that make them less of a person because of who they sleep with? So
I was trying to see, but see with that post, at first I was trying to dissect what he said. Because at first I had the same attitude that you have right now. But then I started reading and I'm saying to myself, and I started reading and I said to myself, is he saying that no hyper-violent, no homosexual, no abandoners? Is he saying that as in response to how the media portrays black men as being hyper-violent, as how they're always in the entertainment industry having these black men being these over-the-top homosexuals, or also on in the media of us having us being abandoners? And that's how I started to see it. Like, maybe he's punching back at how society sees us, and he's saying, no, that's not us. We are strong, positive. Now, of course, I mean, some people may say, well, the homosexual, like you said, the homosexual, but I think that he was kind of digging back at the media, like, stops trying to make us out to be these things, and that's not who we are as a whole. We are just strong black individual men. Because I'm gonna tell you, I thought the same thing you thought too, but then I said to myself, let me just kind of really dissect, because when I read the first one when it says no hyper violent, and then I read the last one, no abandoners, I said to myself, but that's the same way that the media portrays us to be. They portray us to be men that abandon our kids, and they portray us to be hyper violent people, just like they portray our black women to be the angry black woman. So I'm thinking, maybe in my sense, maybe he's punching back at the way society views black men, but I don't know. I can't put words in.
But when you break it down, like no hyper violent, that's, of course, that's bad. No homosexual, he's typing that to me as bad, because if you're an abandoner, that's a bad thing. Right. So no, I'm thinking he's looking at homosexual as a bad thing. Now, he had a chance to clear it up, but he didn't. He said, I said what I said. And he went on to say whatever else he said.
Well, see, like I said, I tried to dissect it, and he couldn't mean it the way you said it. But I'm just trying to give him the benefit.
Yeah, but I don't want it to look like, oh, I'm gonna come down on you, I'm gonna curse you out, all this and that. But black men we are black men, and there's a lot of things that make that black men comes in, and we wear a lot of hats. Overall, we still are black men.
Well, and
we're not gonna be treated different.
People on the Shade Room, they came to his defense.
Yeah,
especially a lot of black women too.
Yeah.
A lot of black women really came to his defense.
You gotta be careful for something.
And what's so funny, because it was a black woman who called him out on that, and then it was black women who came to his defense and said, no, he's absolutely right. I don't see anything wrong with what he's saying. So listen, I always say it's funny, and my friend Rara, he says that to me all the time. He says, it's so crazy how these females, they work today. They'll love you and they will jump all over you and call you their best friend, but behind closed doors, you're every faggot in the book, you're every this in the book. And he always said, people just got to be careful Especially, and it's funny, it's true, because you gotta be careful, because a lot of females will be flip-flop. You know, they, oh, you my, you know, I love you, I just love, oh, and then behind closed doors, oh, he's so gay. You know, because that's just how
it is.
It is. But, you know, when I saw all of those females defending him, I said to myself, well, listen, he already got, as long as he got the female vote behind him, he ain't changing what he said. And then, like I said, I thought it was so interesting how a black woman called him out on his post, but then other black women came to his defense.
Yeah, I made him respond to that. We made him respond to only that one, and I'm sure a lot of people were.
Because, I mean, but listen, society has a way of showing you how people really feel and think. And I was always told, and I think I said this time and time again, sometimes you just have to sit back and pay close attention on what people say and do, and you'll really see how they feel about you.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of race, being a black man, H&M really tried it. I seen a post. Somebody DM'd me a picture around 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, girl, this probably fake. Like, what you talking about? Then I'm like, wait a minute, are you serious? The coolest monkey in the jungle on a black person, a black boy, in an H&M advertisement. And it looked like it was a UK campaign. I don't care what country.
It definitely wasn't a US. It wasn't a US campaign, but it was an H&M campaign. Right.
And I'm like, now, who thought that this is okay? From the person, first of all, where were his parents during this photo shoot? Uh-huh. The photographer thought it was okay. The assistants thought it was okay. The person putting the image on the computer and posting it, y'all thought that was okay. I don't see nobody calling themselves a monkey or looking at that as a positive thing. Not in 2018, especially not in today's climate and what's going on in our country. Y'all thought that was okay to do, and then y'all put out a shitty ass apology. Basically, we are sorry for the post and we are taking it down from all of our campaigns.
How do you feel? Now, let me ask you this, because I've been seeing this, and this whole campaign opened up a whole big conversation that I've been seeing on social media. Mm-hmm. And the conversation that I've been seeing was basically a lot of people started saying, well, you know, this is just part of the problem. There were many adults that I saw saying, well, what about these little animated characters that females dress their kids in at baby showers with the little monkeys on them and all that? And then I saw one of my followers, he posted this, and he said, but this picture, you see the picture, mm-hmm. And he said, because I'm consistent in my petty and well, I don't want to read that part because he's just being funny right there. Any baby shower for any African American that uses this pattern will hear from all of us. We will not be associated with monkeys anymore. Sidebar, this was from a black lady's baby shower, and it's a picture, it's an animated picture, I'm going to show y'all. It's an animated picture of a little poster at a baby shower with a little monkey saying it's a boy, whatever the case may be. And I think time and time again we've all seen, you know, stuff like this on kids or at baby showers, whatever the case may be. But then when I saw this, I said to myself, I don't know if I could really associate this with that H&M campaign. And because I said something like this, I feel like that's, first of all, that poster is not, it wasn't designed for one specific race. It was designed for everybody. Yeah. So everybody, you know, could purchase that. I also thought, like, I think that if you start taking stuff like that and you start picking and trying to nitpick, then it's like you'll be doing that with everything. And I think that we have to learn how to decipher and you know, what is racism and what isn't racism. Because when I read this, I said to myself, well, dag, if you feel that way about this little poster, how about Curious George?
It's not.
Because I'm like, I love Curious George. Am I not supposed to watch Curious George now?
It's not racist. What it is it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's insensitive. And it's an insensitive picture. Why would you have that? And why would you have that on a boy? You would now you're gonna say, oh, now H&M is racist.
No, I'm not talking about H&M.
But the shirts.
Because I'm saying, of course that H&M post is horrible, but I'm talking about the conversation that popped up afterwards. Yeah. Because now people are on social media saying, well, y'all been supporting these these images at baby showers, and y'all have little baby onesies that says, "Oh, my little monkey," and this, that, and the third. So what I'm saying is the conversation has now opened up a whole nother door, and what people are saying is, well, how can people be upset at H&M but then still have babies walking around in onesies with little monkey faces and posters like this? And what I'm saying is, I don't think you can really associate the two. Some people probably will try to, but I feel like this is a little bit different than that.
If you had a white person in that Coolest Monkey in the Jungle shirt, I don't think it would have been a thing.
No.
But this is why I say it's racial insensitive, because you had a black boy. Mm-hmm. You already been they done called their president monkeys and shit like that. We're not going to forget that. And why would you have black people saying Coolest Monkey in the Jungle, and he's dark skinned, he's a young boy, and they already teach you you're an animal, and call you all kinds of shit. Why would you do that?
Yeah, but
these companies need to think before they post these things. Now I can
because me and you agree with H&M. I'm talking about this. So how do you feel about this when people are now having conversations about this? Do you think that this is just reaching a little too far, or do you think this is the same thing?
Of course.
As that?
But I'm also thinking about like
because at first when we had the baby just now, I looked at the little hat because I thought that was a monkey, but it was a little bear. I thought it was a monkey, but it was a bear. You see what I'm saying? Now posts like this got me thinking like, well, damn, is it okay? But
I think it's okay to have monkey posts, but come on, clothing, shit. Don't Dora run around with a fucking monkey like?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the point that I'm making. Like, we all agree that the H&M thing is dead wrong, but now people are bringing up baby shower posters and onesies on little baby monkeys on things.
Why can't you have a Curious?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like now, because I'm almost certain that sooner or later I'm gonna see somebody posting about Curious George, like, oh well, that was this, that, and the third, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, like, no, don't do that to George.
Yeah, like no, don't do that to him. But it's just like H&M, y'all tried it. These companies, y'all gotta do. I hope I'm saying it right. Racial insensitivity. It's something going on. Like I don't think that the company is just like straight out racist. But that image, like, come on, y'all not thinking right.
Do you think because it was not in this country?
It don't matter where it was at.
No, I'm saying, do you think it was not in this country that they somehow thought that it was okay?
No, I just think that that's just one of the shirts that they were selling.
No, I don't mean the shirt. I mean, do you think because it was not in this country that they thought it was okay to put that shirt on a black little boy?
No, I don't think, because sometimes people just don't fucking think.
Well, then that was a lot of people in that room that was thinking. From the parents to the photographer to the person who hired the little boy for that, ad. Yeah. It was just a lot of people. The agent for the little boy. That was a lot of people that was not thinking, Kevin. Yeah. But then I'm thinking to myself, I just can't imagine everybody in that room not thinking. Is it because maybe somehow, some way, in different countries it's a little bit different?
No, racism is the same in every country.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying is, of course, racism is the same in every country, but I'm saying because of the fact that it was okay to put it on a black little boy in a European country, we can't imagine seeing something like that over here. So why is it that they felt as though over in a European country that it was okay? And what I'm saying is it because they thought it was okay because over there they're not as hell-bent on it as we are over here when it comes to that?
Well, I don't know, but something I did find out is that because I remember the first time I went to London, but the second time.
Because I thought you told me this.
And I had a conversation with them, and they said racism, just like it is over here, it is that way over there, but it's not as advertised, it's not spoken about as much.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm saying it had to be some reason why it was
slipped through the cracks.
That's right. Because we already know that if that was to be over here online in the U.S. website, you know what I mean? It would have been the same reaction as it was, this week. But I'm saying to myself, somebody over there must have thought that, like you just said, well, we can slip this through the cracks because it's not as, like you just said, advertised over there. Because I remember you telling me on one of your trips that somebody black told you about.
Oh, they all told me that. I was like, are you serious?
Right. So then that's why I'm saying it has to be a little bit more lenient over there that you could probably get away with it over there. But because somebody in the U.S. got hold of it. Because can you imagine if somebody in the U.S. didn't get hold of that? And it probably would still be running.
Yeah, but I'm sure somebody black would have said something. Somebody would step up and say something.
But they probably wouldn't have been as big as it did because of all these U.S.
But
people.
H&M, y'all tried it, and I think I'm gonna be saving my money for a little bit. And you know, even I thought about something. You know,
you just said that.
yeah, H&M. I mean, Old Navy sent me. Now I did something free for Old Navy. I don't know why I did this, but I was bored. They sent me this thing where they was like, you be the judge for our fall 2018 campaign, where you look at shirts and stuff, and you write how much you think it should cost, and
you did it.
Yeah, I wrote how much I think it should cost.
And they didn't pay you.
No, how much I think it should cost, and do I like the designs? And some of the shirts I just was like, no. I was like, hell no, I would never wear this.
Diggy.
Now, come on, stop. And do y'all think?
Doing stuff for free.
Well, you never know, it could lead to something.
Yeah, it could lead to something.
I'm like, hell no, I would not wear this shirt. And some of their designs is just booty. Now, maybe they use that one as a thing. Cool as Monkey in the Jungle. Like, did y'all really think that this is okay? And then, like, it probably would have been okay if it was white, if they were on a white person. But you don't do that. You let the black parent decide if they want to put that on their black child. Now put that in your advertisements. So we're gonna move on. Kevin McCall. Speaking of babies, Kevin McCall's out here on some crazy stuff. Okay, Kevin McCall done threatened Chris Brown and his seed.
His Chris Brown's daughter?
Yes.
Why?
Because
I know people bring their kids involved.
Let me make sure anything going on. Let me find this. Kevin McCall. I need that tweet. Kevin McCall Twitter. You know he got shot in the foot.
When, recently?
Yeah, somebody either he shot himself in the foot or somebody shot him. And he threatened Chris Brown. Read that.
Okay.
I found the right story.
Okay, so Kevin McCall tweeted, Chris Brown and his seed would be in a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Isn't this Eva's baby father?
Mm-hmm. It must have been a dick because
Kevin McCall and his seed would be in a casket if he had anything to do with me. Oh my God. Stop playing with rumors or I can't promise Chris Brown will make 29. I kept him alive 7 years now in LA. Don't take the humbleness you see in me as weakness. Chris wouldn't have a head to tattoo on.
yeah, and then he went back and was like, no, I didn't mean it like that. He started backtracking from the tweet.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
This tweet says Chris Brown and his seed would be in a casket if he had anything to do with me being shot. Stop playing with rumors or I can't promise Chris Brown will make it to 29. I kept him alive 7 years now in LA. Don't take the humbleness you see in me as weakness. So how did anybody misconstrue what he was saying?
I'm trying to find the humbleness in him.
Wait, where did you screenshot this or did you?
No, I went to the.
I'm gonna see, and wait. What? And this is what I mean, y'all. And this is somebody that Eva Pickford laid down and reproduced with. So now she has a seed by this asshole. This is what I say, females. Y'all gotta watch who y'all reproduce with, cause these guys be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They do. He would say something like that about a man's child. Chris Brown's daughter ain't got shit to do with him being shot. Even if Chris Brown did have something to do with him being shot, what his daughter got to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
What does Kevin McCall do?
He was a writer, I guess.
A writer for who? Music or a movie?
Music. He was supposed to be. He's supposed to be he's a singer-songwriter. After he blew up with Chris Brown, I guess his career was supposed to pop off, but it didn't, and he got mad at Chris Brown. So then he says, I don't see what I said wrong.
Oh, wow.
The Bible says an eye for an eye.
Cool. And then he put the Bible into it.
Yes. Then he said, Chris didn't do it, so don't bring his name up in my life and death situation because you playing with gossip. But LA ain't a game. I didn't threaten anyone. I told you how life would play out. I've saved him hella times. It's what people have tried. It's what people have, I guess, tried to do in the past to the bitch. His English is just horrible.
Yeah.
Who even tried to kill him for $500, and I fought for him. So if someone does kill me for what I said, again, it's going to harm a lot of people for a long time. Don't try to make Chris Brown look gangster. Clown me and leave Chris Brown be. If I get touched, people will die. Who wants to try? I'm done with this. I can't.
then I'm reading his other tweets, and he's really trying to...
He is not there. And Iyanla, I don't know what happened. What went on when you tried to help him? Because clearly...
He was on Iyanla's show?
Yes. For something, some other stuff. Like, he is, like, really crazy.
Is he retarded?
I don't know. So y'all just gotta be correct.
Then he put the Bible in it.
Some of these men...
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, I heard you. And I said, I not read it. The Bible said, "I will not." That man is crazy.
Yeah.
Those be the ones. You gotta stay away from them guys.
Yeah, you gotta stay all the way away from them, Kevin.
Maybe he just lost. He smashed up his little plaques that he got for writing deuces and stuff with Chris Brown. Then he claimed Chris Brown took him off a song, so Chris Brown owe him a lot of money. He won't be talking about Chris Brown's daughter royalty. The only time you're gonna hear me talk about royalties is the money that Chris Brown owed me, but I was young and dumb at the time, so he took his name off the credits. Yeah. Yeah. But speaking of somebody winning in music, Cardi fucking B. Cardi B is on Bruno Mars' remix to Finesse. Did you see the video?
I did.
Did you love it?
I don't really like the song. Like,
I like the remix. I like Chris Brown.
If you notice, I never posted it. I just actually posted I posted an original clip of a Living Color.
Yes.
But I didn't post that.
But
because it was cute.
Yeah.
But it's not a song that I can see me singing, so no.
Yeah. That song is gonna do. I think it's probably gonna be. She's gonna have another #1 hit. And Bruno Mars, you are doing it. And like, even though y'all sing In Living Color, I also sing All That, because I was thinking about how Left Eye and TLC did the All That intro, and it was giving me a little bit of that. And then with her rapping and stuff, she was giving me a little bit of Left Eye. But I'm just so happy for Cardi B. And I had a conversation with somebody that is like, they don't really like her like that because she's loud and ghetto and all of that stuff. But I'm like, Cardi B is being herself. She's not out here trying to be nobody. She's genuinely being herself. And she's secure in interview spots on late night shows that people would never have them on. It's her personality. It's her as a person. It's like, even the shit she be saying, like on her like her Instagram, that be some real shit she be saying. I don't like how the way she say it, but it's real. It's her truth. And she's just doing it. And Bruno Mars, he's smart. Like, bitch, I'm gonna get her. It's kind of like how Nicki Minaj, she started making noise back in like 2008, 2009. Everybody wanted to have her on the song. I see the same thing could be happening for Cardi, and I'm happy for her. Like, girl, do your thing. Bruno Mars, do your thing. I'm hoping you are successful at the Grammys this year. I'm happy. I love the Finesse video, and I love that he did a remix. Okay. All right. So Betty White says a success to her long life has been vodka and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Now that's your girl.
I like the movie theater hot dogs. I'm not a big fan of hot dogs. Like, I'll eat the movie theater hot dog, but I'm not a big fan of them. Like, hot dogs is something that I'm like, oh, okay, give me one, but don't think I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, I can eat hot dogs.
Yeah, I can't. I would never go to the store and buy a pack of them.
I have. You know what I ain't too crazy about?
What?
I don't like beef hot dogs too much. They good, but
well, that's the only kind I eat when I eat
aftertaste.
them. I can't eat no turkey and chicken hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm used to the cheap hot dogs with chicken,
that's
turkey,
cheap.
and pork.
Yeah, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Cause I don't.
Have you ever seen how hot dogs are made?
Next. Yeah, Betty White. Shout out to her.
When her birthday? Because I know she got a birthday.
She actually shares the same birthday as my cousin, January 17th.
Okay.
It should be 96. So
yeah, make sure y'all get her a lot of vodka and hot dogs. Serena Williams pulls out of the Australian Open. She pulled out because she's like, I'm not at the point where I want to be. As you all know, Serena gave birth about 4 or 5 months ago.
wait, real quick. Stop.
What is this?
So Zell from what show is he on?
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop. He's trying to shoot his shot to Kevin from Black Ink Crew New York. You watch Black Ink Crew New York? They have a gay tattoo artist on Black Ink Crew New York. I love Black Ink Crew New York.
I seen this
That's
clip of him being a gay guy. And
yeah.
He was talking about his life. Yeah.
And this is, they have This is him, and this is L.
I'm only bad in situations like this. I turn into a whole kid.
It's okay. You can be bad because I'm good at situations like this, so I can get you through. I can hold your hand through it all.
Okay, I'm put you on pause.
You on pause.
They were
on
around.
pause. That's what you mean.
I'm put you on pause just so I can talk to my friend.
He biting his lips and everything. Look, he just showing his lips.
I mean, you gonna leave me with no answer. I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah.
So he's not interested.
No.
Look, I'll give you the answer. You know I'm good for it. I'll give you the answer.
He don't seem
He's not going to wait.
I'm in New York, Los Angeles.
right. But they ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. What you mean? I'm in New York. That's a whole 2 Tylenol PMs and a 5-hour flight. What you mean?
2 Tylenol PMs and a 5-hour flight that I can't.
He's trying to find a nice way to say no.
No, I'm not interested.
See that? And then he did it publicly.
Yeah, girl. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kevin, don't fall for it. Not this Kevin. Kevin from Black Ink Crew. Cause Zell is a no fucking no. Oh my god.
I hope that Mr. Ray don't slide up in them videos. Cause I know.
And Kevin is a nice, cool. See, you don't watch, but Kevin is a nice, cool, laid back guy. You know, he really came out to his dad on like the last episode. He's a really cool guy, and I really like him. Like he's quiet. He don't have a big part on Black Ink Crew, but he's always there, and
Look at McCall shooting his shot.
No, but I'm saying he's a really nice guy. But Zell, like we all know Zell to be this aggressive, loud.
And he was being aggressive right there.
Yeah. That's sexual harassment.
Well, you know what?
It was.
These days you gotta be careful, you know?
Because his shirt was off. Kevin had a whole hoodie on.
Yeah.
Zell was laying in the bed with the shirt on. And probably didn't have no clothes on.
Oh, well.
And he probably would have turned X-rated. Huh? Yeah.
Is there a way you could private chat on Snapchat? I mean, on Instagram?
No, like
video?
like that. No, but you know you can do it on Snapchat. You can Snapchat somebody. You can video it's like a FaceTime call on Snapchat.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yes, you can. Yeah. I know you're a whore. But
I would never do that. That's a FaceTime.
You know, but you can definitely. But you gotta be careful because you know.
Yes.
Just a word to the wise.
Yes. And one day y'all will know what he told me.
Okay, because I don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for you.
But yeah, so Serena Williams
Because we
decided.
don't need no scandal on this show.
No, we don't. Serena Williams has decided she's going to pull out of the Australian Open this year. This is the Australian Open that she won last year when she defeated her sister Venus Williams, and when she was only like maybe a couple weeks pregnant, 8 weeks pregnant. And she says she's going to come back when she feels like she's ready. Now it's not the time for her to come back and try to even defend the title. So someone is going to be the new champion. But Serena Williams, shout out to you. You come back when you're ready, and you know I know you're a new mother and stuff like that. You really have nothing else to prove, and she also said I have nothing left to prove in tennis. But it's the
And she doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's the love of the sport.
Yeah.
Because she don't have nothing to prove. I mean, first of all, she's made millions of dollars off the game.
Yes.
She's broken records from on the game. She has nothing to prove.
Yeah. So.
And she was in one of Beyonce's music videos. What else does she have to prove?
Yeah.
And Beyonce brought her out on stage at her last concert.
Yeah, I'm sure Beyonce bought the baby a nice expensive gift.
Yeah, she has nothing else to prove.
Yeah, and a nice wedding gift.
Right.
Too.
She has nothing to prove.
Bitch, every time Beyonce at your wedding.
Like,
you know.
Serena literally has nothing else to prove. Now, I feel like now her playing tennis is really just her because I love to play tennis.
Yeah.
Because
It's always been that way.
Yeah, well, yeah, of
and
course.
she hate to lose.
Of
too.
course, but I mean, at some point early on, she was playing to win and, you know, win these titles and, of course, make money. But now that she's made millions of dollars and won these titles, it's like, now, girl, you got so much money now, you don't need to make another dollar.
Nope.
Start giving me some.
And she got a building coming out, and her name, Nike is building a building, and her name is going to be on the building.
Yeah.
So Serena Williams.
She's already a legend in the
Yes.
tennis world. She really is.
Yep. And the reel has been renewed until 2020.
2020.
Now, a lot of people were saying that the ladies of the real were not going to survive, and even I was kind of doubtful after, Tamar left the show. But I guess the advertisers really started liking it, and people started watching more. And bitch, I still think they need one co-host, one new female.
So they never found a new co-host?
They never found a new co-host, and I think they're missing that one person. Now I like it. I like when it's on. I'll watch it. Like they had Kim Kardashian on there one day. I loved that episode, and Kim was like, I don't really know her like that, but
No who?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, you don't really know her like that. Oh, I thought you meant she was like she don't know some Tamar like that.
No, but it was like one of those reruns that came on. I enjoyed the show. Like it's just that they was having girl talk. They talked about the surrogacy, and Kim was very open. Like it was a good show. And anytime it's on, because when the real is on against the View, no, I watch the View. But they're doing good, and they're live now. You got to be doing something right when they say we want to extend you off for 2 more seasons.
That's good because the View is live.
Yeah.
Except for Fridays, but they're live, so that's good because I was one of those people.
The View is live on Fridays now too.
Is it really?
Yeah, Whoopi just don't be there.
Oh wow, well that's good. I figured it was live because one episode a few weeks ago, it was on a Friday, and news that had broke the day before in the evening, they talked about it Friday morning. I'm thinking like, well, how when they tape it like early? But okay, well that's good to know. Wow.
Yeah. So, shout out to the ladies of the real. And Jeannie Ma's hosting. I read somewhere she's hosting like the red carpet or something for the NAACP Awards next week. I guess not that one.
I guess never.
No. Mary J. Blige ex is keep trying her. Now he got hospitalized. He's blaming all the stress from Mary J. Blige. He ain't got no money. He can't really pay unless he get the money from Mary. He wants an additional $35,000, so he wants $65,000 a month from Mary J. Blige. And Mary J. Blige is going to court in March. Women and men. You gotta fuck with somebody that's your equal when it comes to money. Because now it's getting out of hand. Like, yes, you can marry for love and stuff, but you might need an ironclad lawyer or something where if you do break up, you need the prenup. You need a prenup because, he did Mary J. Blige dirty. He stole some of her money allegedly. He was fucking her artist, Starshell, allegedly. And Ken do seem like a nice guy. He seemed like one of those people that turn Mary life around.
Is she still her artist?
Bitch, would you still be my artist? I was fucking you. That's some horrible thing to do.
If you let me do it.
No, bitch.
And you still want to give me money. Yeah.
I remember that group we used to work with. They had a YouTube show, and one of the hosts fucked the other host's boyfriend. Like, do you remember that?
No, wait, is this a real question?
Yes, this is real.
Please whisper it in my ear because I don't know who you're talking about.
Yes.
No. No.
You didn't know that?
No, you never told me that.
Yes.
You're keeping secrets from me, and I don't like
I know you
because I
knew that.
No, I did not know that.
Yes.
I swear to God, I didn't know that.
That's why they broke up.
You are keeping secrets from me. I would have told you that the day it happened, bitch, and you know I would have. Why did you tell me that?
I thought you knew that.
No.
Yes.
And I never even questioned why.
And I'm not talking about Sweetie Dixon CV.
No.
Okay?
That's clear about
So they start making up room.
Yeah, that's not them.
Yes.
But bitch, I never knew that.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I gotta gather myself. Wait a minute. So now you gotta tell me, because I don't know.
The other one.
I don't remember the other one. All I remember is.
Oh, no, not him at all. It was.
Wait, now I have to.
No, they deleted everything.
Oh, fuck. Well, who? Wait, what the who?
Sorry, y'all. I thought you knew this.
No.
Yes, it happened. This is a long time ago.
Oh, hello. They haven't been on. Let me tell you
Now that's
something.
some messy shit.
The Scorpion Show has stood the test of time. While all those other ones have come and gone, we are still here.
Yes.
After 10
Damn.
long years. 10 damn years. And I let Sears stick me in my ass. That's just how I feel about it. Are you kidding me? You know what? See?
It goes down in there.
It does. But Jesus is the light. And you know what?
Yeah.
Wow.
They let that person.
You gonna have to tell me how they found out when we done this, because I don't even know how did they find out.
Yeah, I know.
Now who's that nigga?
Yeah. This one from Philly too. Live in Texas.
I know that one.
And I thought that you don't know this one. And I thought this was a fake page until that they
No, I know that.
Oh, where you got that from?
I don't know exactly where,
But
I
they
can't
from
trust.
Philly.
I tell you, nothing happened. But
No, I know ain't nothing happened.
oh, you tried.
You're trying. Not that
I had to sit down for that one.
Okay.
Tell her, oh, I know nothing happened. No. No.
Yeah,
Come on. Yeah, I think we got through all the notes that I care about.
We did.
Right? I'm mad that you
did.
didn't see it. But Kim Do, get a new fucking job, bitch.
Yeah.
You deserve
A
everything
new
that's
job.
going
Get
on.
a job.
Yeah. You should have thought about that.
Yeah.
You should have been like a lot of other smart women, saving the money, putting it in another account.
No, a lot of other smart
But you out there spending your money on these women. Come on,
Because he was
now.
living off the fat of the land for
Yeah,
Mary.
he tried Mary J. fucking Blige.
Well, she let him try her.
Yeah, yeah. Mary,
did.
You see? Well, she didn't let him do nothing. She
Well-
didn't know she was in love.
Well, listen.
That changed her whole world upside down.
That co-host was in love too, and she found
Bitch, they tried it.
Listen, yeah, I know that. See, listen,
Yeah.
you can't. This is why I'm single. Because I don't have to break a bitch neck. I'm sitting next to you every day recording with you, and then you sleeping with behind my back.
And she took my man.
You know what? Fuck the family. You know what? The family I let in my house, the family fucked my husband. What? That's right. Faith fucked my husband.
They was not ready for that. No, not even Miles and them.
Right. Terry, can we talk about what? Who you want to talk about? You fucked my cousin. There's nothing to talk about. What can you talk about after that, Kevin?
Yeah, nothing.
Terry's
And the
better than
cousin,
me.
because the cousin would have got it first.
Yeah, she better than me though.
Yeah.
Because I would have pulled out my phone. Well, at that time they ain't had no phone. But baby, but I would have pulled out my phone and then waited until we and recorded them secretly, and then got in front of the family and then pulled it out and said, "Oh, let me show y'all this." And then I'll say, "Yeah, come here, Miles. Come here, Faith. Let me show you this. I want to show you something."
Didn't somebody put a video up of their husband cheating? I think it was
So many guys out here cheating because guys are dumb and they get caught cheating stupidly. They're dumb. They're just dumb.
It's not even just guys. Everybody, y'all gotta be careful. Make sure there's no
But it's more so
cameras around.
guys.
And if you want to use a camera, right, make sure it's your camera, so you don't be on it. I mean, your face don't be on it.
Okay? And if there is your face on it, make sure, like he said, it's your camera
Yeah.
and nobody else's.
Yeah. Don't get your face. Don't put your face. Oh my God, no.
Baby,
And if you got distinctive tattoos, hide your tattoos because you don't want nobody to be able to identify you
Like
just
me.
from a tattoo.
like me.
You got that?
No, I don't, because you know I
Oh.
identify tattoos, faces,
Yeah.
lips, all that. I'm good.
You
at
don't
that.
forget nothing.
I sure don't. I'm like a cow.
Yeah. Tell them about they just in case they don't know how good your memory is. Remember that time we was in LA?
Yeah. Remember that? I was just about to
Yes.
say that story. I thought about that the other day.
Yeah.
So Kevin, to tell you, I have really good memory. I may not remember your name. I almost don't remember people's name. And if I don't remember you, it's because you and I probably didn't have that big of a, I don't know, but, or you may have changed physically, and therefore I don't remember the way you look. But Kevin and I were in LA. It was our first time in it. Well, yeah, it was your first time too. It was our first time in LA back in 2010, and we had flown out to LA. And while we were there, we were looking at the stars on Hollywood Walk of Fame. And this was in the daytime or whatever, and it was packed out there. And I see this girl walking down the street. Now, mind you, I've never been to LA. This is my first time in LA. This is like our first stop after dropping off our luggage at the hotel. I see this girl walking down the street, and I stop her, and I'm like, excuse me, I know you from somewhere. And so she's looking at me like, I don't know you. Where the fuck I know you from? And so we're all standing looking stupid, and I'm like, I know you from somewhere. But I'm trying to figure out where I know you from. So, you know, she was nice enough to stand there and wait until I figure out where I knew her from. Mm-hmm. So she's like, well, you don't look familiar to me. And I'm like, Dad, you really look familiar. So we all standing looking stupid. But my brain is like, come on. It's working because it's spinning. I'm like, come on. This young lady was somebody that months prior, not even months, I think it was like a whole year earlier, I had went to New York City with two of my friends. And we had went to New York City because one of my friends was going to New York to try out for the Real World. And so they were having auditions. And so me and another one of our friends, we just decided to tag along just to give him support. So we took the bus from Philly. While on the bus, we got to talking, and we got to talking to some of the people who were sitting near us on the bus. And it just so happens that this young lady was one of the people sitting near us on the bus. And we had a good, nice, long conversation while on the bus from Philadelphia to New York. And then once we all got off the bus, I never saw this girl before. We all went our separate ways, and I never saw this girl ever again in my entire life. Fast forward to a year later, and we're in LA, and I see this girl walk down the street. And I'm like, wait, I know you from somewhere. And when I brought it up, she was like, oh my God, you know, and then we took a picture and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he has a good memory.
I do. And Kevin, to tell you, we be out, and I'm like, I know this person from somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you where I know him from when they walk away.
Yeah. So we're going to go. We're definitely seeing you guys this week with another video. The snow kept us away.
Yes.
You know, but we're back.
And it's going to be nice this summertime,
okay,
feeling this week.
I hope so, because bitch, it's been too cold. Okay, they talking about 7, 5.
Yes, sitting in my car like this. This girl, my friend had this dinner at his house last night, and so his sister came, and she brought his other sister and their cousin. One of the sisters said, "Oh my God, I'm so happy to be in here because this one doesn't have heat in her car." So I'm thinking like. Okay, like maybe the heat is just low. No, she doesn't have heat in her car, period, in 10-degree weather. The one sister whose car it was, she said, here, feel my hands. Her hands felt like she had stuck her hands in ice. Mm. I said, how do you sit in a car with no heat and it's 10 degrees outside?
Why are you, I don't know her situation, so I'm not.
Her heat went out in the car.
But you need to get that fixed.
In 10-degree weather, yes.
Come on.
I was sitting there like, couldn't be me. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't be me.
You better get in somebody's Uber.
And like the other sister said, I would rather be hot than cold. And I said, yeah, because this past summer, my air conditioner went out one day. As a matter of fact, I left your house. And all of a sudden, the air conditioner went out. And it went out for a few days. And I'm like, why the hell is my air conditioner not working? So I had to keep the window rolled down. And those few days that it was out, it was like one of the hottest days in the summer. And my air conditioner was out. But then like a few days later, I just said, well, let me turn this back on before I take my car to a shop. Let me turn it on real quick. And it popped back on. And I'm like, what the hell? And it's been, you know, it was working ever since after that. But I was like, that was weird. But the sister that said that, she said, I would rather be in a hot car because I can roll down the windows than being in a cold car because you can't roll down the windows where there's no heat. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, you're right.
It couldn't be no. But sometimes when you ain't got no choice though, you won't have to take that ride.
You just got to take that ride. But I was just like, oh my God. She touched my hand. I was like, it feels like you literally stuck your hand in ice. Ice water and then brought it back up and said, here, feel my hand.
And how they got back home in that same cold car?
Well, no. The one whose car it was, she had to go to work. And she works in Chester. You imagine driving from here to Chester in the cold? Oh my God. I can't.
Oh wait, I got to finish telling you the tea.
Oh yeah, you have to. Turn this
yeah, so
please turn it off. I don't care. Don't even say bye. Just turn it off. Because I need to know what happened.